Ideas are so beautiful and they're so abstract, and they do exist someplace. I don't know if there's a name for it, and I think they exist like fish, and I believe that if you sit quietly like you're fishing, you will catch ideas. The real, beautiful big ones swim kind of deep down there, so you have to be very quiet and, wait for them to come along.
If you've been on the film corner of YouTube, there's a good chance you've heard of Every Frame a Painting. And there's one particular video by him that I think has had a massive influence on the way that I both watch as well as make movies. And it's the Kurosawa composing movement essay. I think the reason why is because it gets to the core of what makes cinema different as a medium, which is motion, things moving through time.
But there's one thing I always notice first. Movement. A Kurosawa film moves like no one else's. Each one is a masterclass in different types of motion and also ways to combine them.
The thing that I like the most about the way these things are designed is like the layers of motion. So after having seen this essay, watching a movie makes it really obvious when the image is flat and lifeless.
Throughout this scene, the only things that move are the camera and Nick Fury. Even though we have weather outside and actors in the background, none of them are used.
Bathroom.
2 bedrooms.
2-bedroom. This is a bathroom.
Because you get harsh lighting against the dark,
All right.
basically.
Good to know.
Video without actually. Dude, you caught a fish? And the thing I've noticed most is how my eye's attention is drawn to, and I cut specifically to motion. So if something is moving in the frame in a certain way, I'll cut differently because of that. These videos that I've been making, the documentary shorts, are really a practice run for me as a filmmaker. Films are very expensive and time-consuming to make, but documentary shorts are not. It's a way, I've seen it as a way for me to test visual ideas and figure out what I like and what I don't in terms of composition, story, pacing, sound, color, aspect ratio, style, all these kind of things.
Could be like a spiral staircase.
I don't think it would be spiral.
Could be a zigzag staircase.
A little bit sad.
Tater.
I'm feeling a little bit deprived with potatoes. That
Great
is-
job
that
on
ain't
the
all gonna fit.
decorations. I agree.
That ain't all gonna fit.
Let's go.
Thank you much.
I don't need much Q.
It's.
That's good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Do we seriously not have Olive Garden sauce?
You don't come out and make a banger on your first try. Like, you have to build that muscle. You have to build the muscles of shooting, understanding time, editing, building a story, building a narrative from the image. Like, that's not something you can just understand. Like, if you're a novelist and you understand story structure, you understand beginning, middle, end, that kind of thing, you can't jump into film and make it on your first try. That's not really how it works. Like, because however much I've worked on to this point, still I'm refining, learning more, understanding. Like, it's an iterative process. You have to take the iterations and learn from those.
And you won't know what works best until you try it. If you combine the right motion and the right emotion, you get something cinematic.
Okay, yep. You didn't want to do that.
Look at how big he is.
No, Dad.
Are you gonna?
I don't think it does.
Oh, come on. You can work it.
That's like
And I think a lot of this is searching, it's discovery. It might be one moment in a video that I'll use in a future film, but you can't find that one moment that's gold that you're gonna use in a future film unless you make the entire video. It's not like a feature where the goal is to make a flawless banger every single time. I'm striving to create something that's emotionally salient, and I want to achieve this using. I don't want to tell you directly what I'm feeling. I want to create this feeling in you through the image itself. So rather than just kind of like describing a story that happened to me, I can do that. That's not what I'm trying to do with these videos or with film in general.
If you know what the scene's about, try to express it through movement. Start with the character. How are they feeling? Take the feeling that's inside the character and bring it out through the background. If a character is angry and menacing, you can do this. Or if she's simmering with resentment,
Which makes it more difficult because there's a level of risk involved that's inherent to doing doing film. Like there's a certain amount of faith that's required to be like, yeah, I'm not directly describing this to you. I have to have faith that's gonna translate on the other side, that the person watching it is going to be receiving the same feeling that I'm feeling when I'm looking at it. Because I do that with every single one of these. I'm not trying to make things that have one single emotion attached to them. It's not like, oh, I want you to feel happy, or oh, I want you to feel sad, or oh, this is exciting. Like, that's not, because what I'm feeling is more complex than that. So I'm hoping that something more complex than that is coming out on the other side of it.
If I eat this sandwich in here, will it make the car smell like chicken?
The whole line? I have
I am invisible.
This scene has every type of movement, carefully pieced together and spaced throughout. The weather, the group, the individual, the camera, the cut.
Oh my gosh.